a lot of people have snake phobias. Who of you decided that we're going to look at a snake and we're going to make that the friendliest, most loved? How many of you loved Gary the Snake, right? Just make that, like, the character, one of the main characters in Zootopia too.
I'll tell I just talked, but I'll deal this is where I usually tell this little story about Jared, because he's very modest, but right as we were finishing Encanto about 4.5 years ago, Jared tapped me on the shoulder and he had a little story pad, which is a tiny piece of paper, and he had drawn Zootopia 2, and the 2, even back then, was already a snake, and so Gary was sort of already born in Jared's mind, and he was thinking about the world of reptiles as a way in.
That's true, and what you guys also need to know is that I'm the worst artist on the planet, so the only thing I can draw is a snake. That is the extent of my artistic abilities. That's true. I'd say early on, 14 years ago, we started to build out this world, and in the first film, we talked about this dynamic between predator and prey. That's very clear line in the mammal world. It's not a clear line in the reptile world. That's one of the big reasons you didn't see reptiles in the first film, because we really wanted to focus on that predator-prey dynamic. But what was great is, even back then, Byron and I really talked about, well, there's reptiles out there somewhere. This is we've seen one city of mammals, but that's one city on one continent in this entire world of animals. And so the idea that we bring reptiles in the story very early on, we knew that would be the real push in this film. I think the big thing is we wanted to make sure that Judy and Nick were at the very center of the story. This is really about their differences, and we wanted to mirror their differences with the mystery, the differences between mammals and reptiles. And a real joy for me in having Gary be such a main character is that Yvette is terrified of snakes. So much that when we did research, she would stand on the other side of the room, and that's true. And so there's also a little bit of torture that I got to enjoy that as well.